It says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. It says, this is the verdict, the light come to the world, but people have darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. It says that whoever believes is not condemned, but whoever does not believe is condemned already because they have not believed God's only Son. See, God sees you, family, he loves you. He did every given thing for you only to come, family. And that's what the cross is that God did everything for us only to come. You see, we know, family, what is that? It is very base reality, family, that we know that we're sinners. We have a conscience, an inbuilt conscience, family. We know what things are. We know that there's plain black and white, right and wrong. See, and God made it, he made it so we could come to him, family, and that is what the cross is and who Jesus is. It's embodiment of perfection. It's embodiment of love, family, that God gave every given thing for us only to come to him. You see, this is God's intended way. It says that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. See, God gave his Son so we can come to him. He is the intended way. It is just like our bodies are designed, family. Just like our whole environment is designed, family. God gave us an intended way that is designed. This is what he has for us, is to come to him through Jesus Christ, family. It says whoever believes is not condemned, but whoever does not believe is condemned already because they have not believed God's only Son. See, it's not Muhammad, it's not many gods, it's not reincarnation, it's not enlightenment, it's not spirituality, but it's very much that little bit in your heart, family, that recognizes the reality of your Savior. But are you willing to accord? See, family, you're too focused on the people that surround you. You're not worried about the one, your Creator, that is over you, family. What is it? It says, enter through the narrow gate, because wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. It says, for we all like sheep have gone astray. It says that there's none righteous. It says, for all have fallen short of the glory of God. It says, if we say we're without sin, then we lie and the truth is not in us. See, God sees you, family, and he loves you. So what is that? Do you love him? Do you reciprocate the love enough to go to him, to go pursue your God, to ask him to reveal the truth to you? See, there can be a truth. There is a truth that Jesus Christ is, family, but you have to decide what you want. We have to decide what we want. What's up, brother? Our Creator, brother. Our Creator. Our Father, our everything, brother. You know, Jesus Christ walked this earth, brother. Jesus Christ walked this earth. Pursue the truth. Ask God to reveal himself to you. Because Jesus Christ is the truth. He walked this earth, brother. And we can know it.
Mercy, huh?
Mercy.
Mercy, forgiveness.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing more, brother, but we have to decide what we want. You know, there's nothing more than our Creator. You put together that God gave us every given thing. So what's more than God? You know, but you have to decide, brother. Do you belong to Jesus Christ?
To our God, not King.
Yeah, but you know, he has a plan for us, brother. Not just our Creator, you know, our Savior. You know, he gave his Son, brother. He gave Jesus Christ. But we have to decide what we want.
That was good.
Well, there's more than that. God is everything, brother. We have to decide what we want. Pursue, brother, if you don't belong to Jesus Christ, pursue him. You know, pursue the truth, brother. Ask God to reveal himself to you. Jesus Christ is our Savior. Jesus Christ died for us.
When you see me come out of here, what do you see?
I see the same created brother or sister that has the same thing before him. You know, same thing before him that, you know, that we have a choice. We have to decide what we want. That's what I see, the same created brother or sister that has the same reality before him. Because I know that, what is that our Savior died for us, brother. And I know that we have a choice of him. But we have to decide what we want. You see, God doesn't force us to come, but he does require us to come. You see, there's no excuse of ignorance and there's no basis for rejection. So you put together, if God gave his Son, then how do we say no? If God gave Jesus Christ, then how do we say no? There's no excuse of ignorance. We know that we're God created. We can't look in the mirror and put together anything else other than we're God created. And then with that,
why did God give me arthritis?
brother, there's people that are much like, there's many people that are broken, brother. But with him we can endure. With him we can endure, brother. That's what I know.
I have a question. I like what you say. I've heard what you say. I really do like.
I'm a dog, brother. I'm not looking like I'm looking out for us, brother.
100%. I know you are. How come you videotape it? Why don't you just tell people? I'm not just out of curiosity.
I don't know why, brother. Maybe this can do more. Maybe this can do more. You know, all I know, family, is that there can be a truth. There is a truth in Jesus Christ. Is. You know, the thing is, we can know it. Like I know it. You know, there's two that are part of the private world, and that's us and God. See, God sees us completely, and you know, other than us, it's been communicated to me. I believe, I know that our God sees our minds and our hearts.
I believe you. I agree. I totally agree. Totally.
Yeah, and hey, when I'm saying why did he give me arthritis, like I'm not saying I don't believe in him or anything.
Right, there's
But-
the answer to that,
What
but
do you say?
there's a thousand things. There's a thousand things that are connected to every sort of thing like that, brother. You see, there's compassion through broken things. There's love and care through broken things. And the thing is, we live in a broken reality, brother. I can't tell you why, like the nature of certain things. But all I know is that this place has to be passed through, and all I know is that our God will rectify. I know that God will fix everything.
I do agree with you.
You know, the thing is,
place.
well, you really, with that, you should ask. You know, there's things that are really hurting here, brother. And you know, the thing is, with that, not they, you know, that you. It's something that comes up. It's something that you ask. You know, why? But the thing is, brother, I like what I put together, and I know that this makes sense. I know you're cold. Like, look.
You're chillier than I am.
Look. This is the thing is, family, is that, you know, there's nothing more than our God. And you know, the thing is, like, he created, like, you know, the things that are hurting, there's still beauty in those. There's still love in those. You know, the thing is, all I know is I don't know what your walk has been, what's between you and God. You know, but the thing is, I don't have to know all that because all I have to do is proclaim the truth, and then it's up. Well, the thing is, there's a million different paths, but there's one way. You know, the thing is, I know that one thing I do know is that you have something in your heart with Jesus Christ, because I know that God gave us heart sensitivity to recognize what's real. And then, family, what's next? I know what's inside of you is that you recognize the reality of our Savior. So I don't have to put anything together. I don't have to connect the dots for brothers and sisters. All I have to do is come out here and proclaim the truth.
All right, guys. I like that.
You see, because
What's your name?
it doesn't matter, but I'm a dog. I love you guys.
I'd like to meet you. I just want to meet you.
We just want to know you.
I love you guys.
Appreciate it.
I'll hug her.
The thing is, you guys have to decide which one. I don't know what's between you and God, but you guys have to decide which one. It says that whoever believes not condemned, but whoever does not believe is condemned already, because they don't believe in God's one only Son. It says that whoever believes not condemned, but whoever does not believe is condemned already, because they have not believed in God's one only Son. So we have to decide what we want. Brothers.
Are you talking about Jesus?
Yeah.
What about him?
You know, just that he's everything, family. That he's all right.
Jesus do?
What's that?
He would do all the good things.
Well,
If you
the
have a
thing is,
question,
you have a
what would Jesus do? He would do all the good things. All the things that you question because you're like, oh, I don't think I could possibly do that because I would fuck me up. But he did the good things. Jesus was good. Jesus was like the person
Well, he's our Savior. He's ours. We have to decide what we want. We have to decide what we want, family. We have to decide what we want, family. You see, God does love you, sister, but you have to decide what you want. You see, he's your Savior. You see, there's nothing more. There's nothing more. It says this is the verdict. It says this is the verdict. Lights come to the world. Where people have darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. You see, you say that, sister. You see, there's brothers and sisters that will say that he is not, but at the same time, they say that about their God. You see, they speak against their Creator, their salvation, their truth, and their Savior. You see, how do they do that when they were not given themselves, when the very soul that is within them, family, was given to them? See, how do they say this? How do they speak against their God, against their Savior, against their salvation? It says this God's love, and that while we're still sinners, Christ died for us. It says, for we all like sheep have gone astray. It says that there's none righteous. It says that this is God's love, and that while we're still sinners, Christ died for us. It says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. It says that God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that through him we might be saved. It says, for I am unashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God unto salvation for those that believe. See, brothers and sisters, I'm upright with a spine. You see, I'm out here, family. I'm not appeasing the next person. I'm very much focused on what our Father thinks of me, family. You should be the same, family. You see, you cater so much to this life, but what about the everlasting life, family? Can you not see, family, that we live past this? But you do see You see, it says this is the verdict, the lies come to the world, but people of darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. It says, for I am unashamed of the gospel because it is the power of God unto salvation for those that believe.
This is the guy I need right now.
It says, for we all like sheep have gone astray. It says that there's none righteous. It says, family, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. You see, one thing, family, I'm out here. One thing, all I have to do is just be what I look to be is a sign, family. Because, like I said, family, I don't have to connect dots. All I have to do, family, all I have to do is just be a presence for him.
Yes, sir. Man, making a difference.
You know, I can't put that together, but I believe, family. It says, for it is by grace through faith that we're saved. It is not of ourselves, but a gift of God, not by works, so none can boast. You see, I'm a small form, family. I could be mocked. At the same time, it says that our God cannot be mocked, that we reap what we sow. Look, it says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. It says, for without faith it is impossible to please him. For if we would draw near, must believe that he exists. He's the rewarder of those who seek him. It says, for we all like sheep have gone astray. It says, there's none righteous.